Top of the morning to you, blue dots. This is a magical day, the last day of the Biden administration. Holy guacamole, what have we gotten ourselves into now? Look, today, as far as I know, TikTok is done too. So you TikTokers out there can stop your clock because it's over. Blue Dots, welcome to the Blue Dot Nation. My name is Shannon, and this is where I have an opinion on something. How about that? My opinion right now is that I didn't brush my teeth because I'm having some fresh coffee. I want you guys to kick back, see if you get something out of this. I do not want you to like or subscribe. I want you to share what you get here and share it well, because it is something that I would like people to know about. There's a lot of things that happen I live in a red ocean. I live in Texas, okay? I'm just a little blue dot. I'm swimming along, trying to make things go and trying not to be too bothered by this. I took some time off from the Blue Dot YouTube channel because I wanted it to gain something. I wanted to get a little bit more organically grown. Of course, that didn't happen, but that's okay. YouTube is set up now in a way that makes it a little more difficult to get that blast off. All right, so what do we have to look forward to in 2025? Well, I have heard that there are tankers full of Gatorade headed towards those swing states that lost the election for the Democrats. And they're going to start watering their crops with Gatorade any day now. So get ready for that. It's so funny to see how all these promises that were made are no longer, they need more consideration, shall we say. And that alone should tell you where we're going with this. This is going to be a do-nothing 4 years. However, look back at my other videos. This is going to be the greatest robbery in the history of the world as far as dollars go, because that's what the Republicans, the oligarchy, is out to do, is to rule this country with just a few people. And oh, you guys out there saying, oh, run the government like a business. It's too late. The government is not a business. The government is the government. Business is business. It would take 100 years of slow reform to turn the federal government. It'll never be a business. It's not supposed to be a business. It's not for profit, okay? Technically, the government is a not-for-profit because they rely on tax dollars, your tax dollars, to pay them. And when people don't pay their fair share, where do they get it from? They get it from the people who they've always gotten it from, the middle class, okay? The lower class doesn't pay any taxes. That's just the way it is. That's fine. That's fine with me. They don't have to. They shouldn't. That's just the American way. But these guys who are billionaires headed towards trillionaires, they don't pay any taxes. Now, what's up with that? You know, a corporation has all the protections of a human being just because it's incorporated. So, come on now, people, think about these things. We are going to get robbed. And all this other stuff, all this other smoke and mirrors is just to keep us from paying attention to the fact that the country is going to get drained. For those of you who believe that that's not going to happen, you just hide and watch. You just hide and watch and see what happens. How does a country get robbed? Well, spending out of control with no viable means of repaying that money or balancing the budget. That's robbery, man. That's like, can you do that? No. So what's the difference? Robbery, okay? Man, okay. So that's my economic talk. One thing I want to tell you on the sociological level is that there are educations. If you watch my previous video, higher education does have value. Sorry for saying that. There are people who have had experience in the world, not very many left, who then go into teaching. Thank you, Jesus, for those people who had experience before they start teaching, because most of the teachers you find, especially where I come from, journalism, they got taught, and then the person before them that taught them. It's a multi-generational teaching crew. They don't ever work for a publication. They don't ever get paid by a publication, whether it's photography, that's me, or the written word. So that's my beef with higher education. Is it's a bunch of higher educators educating higher educators, educating higher educators. We're about 3 generations removed from real professors teaching you to think. So that's my thing on higher education. It does have value. There are areas where you can still find professors who do it for the love of the sport. That's a great way to put it, really. The love of the sport of teaching on the college level. All right, sorry, move on. More sociology for you. It looks like today is the end of TicTock. I don't know if it is or not. All these politicians are so afraid of the TikTok generation. They don't vote. They don't matter. Give me a break. In the United States of America, TikTok, come on. What is wrong with TikTok? Chinese know where you are at all times. More coffee from me, please. Now, the Chinese knowing where we are at all times is bad. But these companies that are owned in the United States, these apps, all this stuff, it knows where you are too, unless you really control it. So don't get the idea that the Chinese are the only ones tracking our movements, okay? American companies, American software companies, American apps track your movements. They track your clicks. They track everything you search for. There are, you can opt out of some of that for sure, but one of the worst things you can do right now, today, right now, is be on Facebook, okay? I share on Facebook. I'm on Facebook because that's business as I have it. That's my business. That's part of my business model, and that's the only reason I give Facebook the time of day. I've been on it for 19 years, since it was private to college students only. It is evil, and it thrives on evil. The evil of inflammatory things in your news feed, or whatever you want to call it. Inflammatory things that it knows you will get you to respond, interact, react, whatever. Zuckerberg is part of the evil empire, okay? Trump is Darth Vader. He's our Darth Vader. But you remember those evil dudes that helped out Darth Vader? Zuckerberg is one of those. Trust me. And the fact that he looks like a deer caught in the headlights every time he testifies, that's because he is a deer caught in the headlights. He didn't invent Facebook. He bought it. He bought it from his, not roommates, but suite mates or whatever in his college dorm. It's just the luck of the draw that I wasn't the roommate, and I wasn't college age either. But anyway, that's another story. And the one that bought Facebook off of his friends that designed it. The guy is not a genius, okay? He's not. You can look at him and you know he's not a genius. He's lost. Just like Elon is lost. He's no genius either, okay? You can believe that if you want. Another of Darth's minions. So we have Darth Vader and we have his minions. And there's plenty of them. And they're paying up to be cozied up, to take control. Make no mistake about this. So here's what you do. Enough of that rant. Oh, I'm on a rant. Must be the coffee. Turn off Facebook today. Today is Sunday, the 19th. I want you at midnight tonight, stop posting on Facebook. Don't even go there for 24 hours. There's one way to really be heard as an individual, and that's to take action as a group. And here's what the group, my blue dot folks, my friends out there, if you're watching, remember, share this. Do not like, do not subscribe. I don't care. Share this. Turn it off. You can smother Darth Vader while he's awake. All you have to do is not pay attention. It's drive the ratings down on TV, drive it all down, put it down, put the news down the drain, CNN, MSNBC, Fox, turn them all off, okay? For as long as it takes for them to know that we're not paying attention anymore, that we've got our own schedule, our own plans. Remember one of those plans? Do you remember one? Go back and look at the video. I'll put a link. There's a link up there somewhere. Just click on that. Do you remember this plan? You remember this plan? It's going. For me, it's going. Everywhere I go, I carry these with me. I'm an old man, so I have to hit the restroom just about every 30 minutes now. Hey, I'm not that old, okay? I'm really not that old. But what does that say? I don't even know what that says. But anyway, it should say Donald Trump sucks, okay? Or something like that. Write on your Post-it note. Look at that old video. It tells you where to put these Post-it notes. Passive, aggressive, aggressive, aggressive. We have to not be sheep and lay down for the next 4 years, 2 at least. We're going to flip this thing in 2 years, but you know, that's a long ass time when you don't have much time left like me. I mean, how much, this is a whole generation lost, a generation of time. So we've got to get real and quick about what comes next. Resist. Don't get violent. We don't do violence, but we stand strong. Put a sticker on the back of your car. There's a blue dot. I'll send you one. Give me your address. I'll send you one. Just contact me. You might have to subscribe or something. But okay. Try this. sdphoto@mac.com. Send me an email there and with your address, and I will send you a blue dot to put on the back of your car. I don't know. How big do you want it? I don't know. 3 inches, 4 inches, something like that. I don't know. I'm going to make some blue dots. You need a blue dot on your car, people. We are the blue dots. And these morons who are watering their gardens up north and where the swing states, whatever. I don't have time to look that up. Bunch of baloney. Those guys are starting to pour Gatorade on their crops. They believe this guy. They believe it all. And you can see him backing off already, can't you? Can you see that? That he's backing off? He's going to come out bold right there. I'm so glad it's so cold that they had to move it indoors. Aren't you? Aren't you glad that they sequestered this whole thing indoors? Just turn it down a notch because it needs to be turned down all the way off. Don't watch the inauguration, people. Not only stay off Facebook, but do not watch the inauguration tomorrow. It is paint drying at its best, and he's going to come out with some inflammatory stuff right from the get-go. Remember last time? Remember American Carnage? Is that what we like? We like American Carnage? Yeah. He started the carnage. Look at all the riots we had while he was in power. Think about those riots, will you? The guys, we're headed, I'm telling you. Okay, I can't go on anymore. I have got to stop. You are the blue dots. I'm a blue dot. We've got to join forces. We have to stand up for the truth, and we have to call out the lies and the unkept promises for these folks with their jugs of Gatorade watering their crops. People, thanks for watching. I want you to have a good Monday, the 20th of January. I wish I could be there in Washington, but since it's indoors and about 5 degrees, I think I'll pass. I mean, I don't know what the temperature is, but I'm going to pass this time. But I think I might try to get to Washington, D.C., you know? Just kind of ground myself there a little bit. See what my grounding, touch base, you know? That's home base, isn't it? For us, all of us. We need to be more active, more mobile, and we need to reach out and speak out. Blue Dots, have a great week. I'm doing this very irregularly so that it can get some organic feeding by YouTube. So don't be surprised if you don't hear from me for a little while. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. See you next time.